Are you someone who dreams of a house within walking distance to the beach and close to restaurants? Or are you someone who avoids any kind of physical exertion? Then this is the perfect property for you. Today, I'm inviting you to a home tour of a house that is as convenient as it gets for people who don't like running up and down stairs. It's a single-level home. It's located in the residential area of Cala Canyelles, and my name is Marina. You're watching the Damlex Realty channel. Now, let's go. Even though we are on the Costa Brava, which is a mountainous area, everything in this house is convenient, starting right from the entrance. From the outside, the house looks very small, but take a look at how spacious the rooms actually are. We are standing in the living room, which is combined with the dining area, and it has direct access to the garden and the pool. The house is incredibly sunny. I don't think I even need to mention that because you can see it for yourself. The house is as convenient as possible and perfect for those who don't like dealing with stairs, because your entire life here is on one single level. You don't have extra rooms, long useless hallways, or utility spaces tucked away in a basement. But there is one hidden gem here that you'll see at the very end. So, since the house is on one floor and, as I mentioned, has no long hallways, it's laid out in a way that splits the bedrooms into two separate wings. One of the bedrooms is right off the living room. This bedroom features its own ensuite bathroom with a tub, a toilet, and a bidet, meaning it's a fully equipped bathroom and bedroom suite. I'd like to point out that the bedroom is quite large by Spanish standards, even though, let me emphasize, the house looks very small and compact from the outside. And that, by the way, is something that can sometimes play a trick on you. You look for houses of this type, we send them to you via email, and you dismiss them without a second thought because they look small in the photos. Very often, it's incredibly hard to convince you to just come out and actually look at a property like this. I hope that with the help of this video, any doubters questioning whether it's worth viewing these externally small homes will leave their doubts behind and pay closer attention to their realtor's recommendations. The living and dining area is separated from the kitchen. I frequently notice that when the kitchen is separate from the living dining room, people complain. They want it to be open concept. On the flip side, when everything is combined and open, people say, well, then you get cooking smells. We don't like that. This house offers an option for those who want the kitchen combined with the dining area. You could easily do that here. In fact, I'll tell you later what can be done with this kitchen. But according to the architect's plan, you could move the kitchen into the living room, giving you one big open space. But while we are still in the kitchen, just look at how spacious it is. See, I can't even reach both walls with my arms out. I must emphasize, the house looks very small from the outside, but it's an optical illusion. It's a very comfortable, spacious kitchen. As someone who loves cooking, I truly appreciate this. From here, we have an exit to the backyard where you can head out to the barbecue area. We'll check that out later. Or you can hang up laundry to dry that can't go into the clothes dryer. And over here, as you can see, is all the laundry equipment right here in the kitchen. So we have a very multifunctional kitchen. It can serve as a laundry room too. If someone doesn't like that it's open, you could easily partition it off with a cabinet or a door. You could even build a screen out of the same material. The house isn't new, but everything is built solidly and to a high standard. Look, the kitchen has very deep, roomy cabinets, and it's in perfect condition even though people are currently living here. There are no electric blinds here, but it has this type of mechanism. It can easily be converted to a motorized version, and it doesn't cost much. The heating here is gas-powered. What is a common complaint about Spanish homes? That they don't have proper entryways. In this house, as you can see, there is a dedicated entrance area, and if someone wants to put a wardrobe here for coats, there's plenty of space for it. Now, this is the wing where the other three bedrooms are located. The house was built and designed by Spaniards, so there are some features that are uniquely Spanish. For example, take this bedroom. It's not very large, although it fits a double bed comfortably. But since modern homes don't have internal load-bearing walls, remodeling is very straightforward. Right behind this wall to my right is another bedroom. The owners actually had an idea to combine these two bedrooms to create one large master suite. Well, later on down the road, as it often happens, the idea remained just an idea, but the possibility is definitely there. Meaning you could turn this space into a very large, decently sized bedroom. Alternatively, that small room could serve a different purpose, like an office or a walk-in closet. If you do that, you can remove the wardrobes from here, which naturally frees up more space, and move all your clothes into the next room to be used as a dressing room. So, there are plenty of options for remodeling or simply reorganizing the space in this house without any major investments. Here we have another bathroom. As a reminder, one bathroom was in the bedroom near the living room. This is a second bathroom and it comes with a shower. We have the bathtub in the first one. And here is one more bedroom. A wardrobe fits here perfectly as well. But for instance, I would probably go the route of turning that small bedroom into a walk-in closet. That way I would get rid of the wardrobes in both rooms and free up a lot of space. It would give these rooms much more space and breathing room. Though, again, I must emphasize, look, this is not a small room for such a compact house. This is very important because in many Spanish homes, you can find the rooms that are barely 6 square meters, where you can only fit a single bed and nothing else. Here, you have quite a lot of space. Now, the number one feature of this house is its location. And I'll tell you all about it in just a moment. And now, the hidden gem of this house, the rooftop terrace. As you can see, they made it fully enclosable so that rain and debris don't blow down toward the exit door. As you can see, everything here is clean and perfectly dry. Look at how beautiful this is. By the way, I forgot to mention, or maybe I did, we are in Lloret de Mar. Oh, yes, in that very town of Lloret de Mar that so many people criticize, hate on, and complain about. Can you believe that we are in Lloret, in this supposed tourist trap? This is exactly what I never tire of saying. You can find pros and cons in every single town. The question is, what are you going to focus on? Lloret is probably the most extraordinary and misunderstood town on the Costa Brava. But it has so many advantages, just like this spot where we are right now. If besides walking distance to the sea and proximity to restaurants, you're looking for ultimate privacy, this residential area is exactly what you need. It's always quiet and peaceful here. Serenity, or as the Spaniards say, La Paz, is simply hanging in the air. So if you're looking for silence, a reset, and peace of mind, this is where you need to be. And once you see the beach in this neighborhood, I think all your doubts will vanish. When I talk about convenience, this is exactly what I mean. Look, we open the windows, especially if it's summer, July, hot out, the windows will be open all the time. That way, we seamlessly integrate our living room with the terrace, making the house feel significantly larger. Honestly, in the summer, your entire life happens right here. That's why it's so important when you don't have a terrace in front of your living room with a pool somewhere far down below that you still have to walk down to. Instead, it's just like in this house. You step outside and everything is right at your fingertips. The pool, the area where you can have breakfast, lunch and dinner. In fact, you can live on this terrace year-round, and the sun loungers. We are filming this a month before New Year's. Winter is technically just around the corner, yet the sun is warming things up so much that, notice, there isn't even any wind here. That's another major plus of this specific neighborhood. You can sunbathe here even at the end of November or the beginning of December, and in January and February too. Listen, this house is incredibly warm, isn't it? You know how cold the weather is today, and I'm already hot. And the heating is turned off, mind you. So you get massive savings here simply because the sun shines directly into the house through these large windows. That's how warm it is. Don't you want to take your coat off? I'm already roasting. Look at that, 24 degrees Celsius with the heating completely off. Now, that's a real indicator, and it's only about 10 o'clock in the morning. That is absolutely superb. The house uses gas, not heating oil, which is something a lot of people dislike. On top of that, there's a ducted air conditioning system that handles both heating and cooling throughout the entire house. So If you don't want to turn on the gas, you can just use this system for heating, which is exactly what the owners do. I spoke with them before we started recording, and they told me that honestly, they haven't turned on the gas at all yet. At least not as their main heating, because the house warms up so beautifully during the day from the sun. They just turn on the AC for a little bit in the morning or in the evening before bed, and that's more than enough. Another huge plus, the house is bone dry. There are no odors and there is no mold. And isn't that a true blessing in our seaside climate? With such a huge number of terrible, frightening and smelly properties on the secondary market, to have a place like this. I can tell you, whoever buys this house, if they buy it through me, my conscience will be completely clear. I'm selling them a very good, high quality product, and they won't have to worry about a single thing. And as usual, I have to mention the garage driveway. Anyone who lives on the Costa Brava or has looked for real estate here will truly appreciate this. Look at how flat the driveway is. None of those steep, scary inclines that you constantly run into on the Costa Brava. You just drive down a perfectly flat road to your house, open the gates, and smoothly pull right into the garage. Yes, the garage is on the smaller side, but then again, we have a compact house. And remember how I told you I'd explain later what you can do with the kitchen. So if someone wants to create, say, a separate apartment or an additional ensuite bedroom connected to the main house, you can actually convert the garage space. The owners have already consulted with an architect about this, and it is completely legal and permitted. You would set up the bedroom right here. This right here is the entrance into the kitchen, and inside the kitchen area, you can install a full bathroom with a tub. So this could easily become a very large master suite. Meanwhile, the kitchen would be relocated into the living room for those who want a kitchen combined with the dining area. That dream would come true. Consequently, instead of the 4 existing bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, you would have 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. But that's an option for those who don't strictly need a garage. You can easily park your car out on the street. Now, if someone really wants to go all out and spend the money, you can actually build an underground garage here, literally dig and construct an underground garage right beneath this one. That is also completely doable. The architect confirmed it for us. So, all in all, this house offers a massive amount of potential for remodeling and transforming the space. But to be completely honest, if I were buying a holiday home, I think its size is absolutely spot on. It's not huge, but it gives you 4 bedrooms, a spacious living room, and a garden that is exactly the right size, no bigger than it needs to be. I know you all strive to buy gigantic gardens, but then you call me later saying, Marina, oh my goodness, we only stay at the house for a month, but we're paying huge sums to the gardener and for pool maintenance, all just to spend a month or 2 out of the year at the house. This house, however, makes for a perfect vacation home, and perhaps in the future when you retire, it can be your permanent home under the Spanish sun. A beautiful, low-maintenance option. This is something we really should learn from our French neighbors. They have an internal calculator built into their heads that we often lack. We have this grand, sweeping soul. We want everything expensive, flashy, huge, and gigantic. But the French, especially those nearing retirement age, buy options exactly like this one, because once we retire, we don't have that kind of energy anymore to look after everything, maintain it, and work on it. In retirement, we don't have a job anymore, right? We live on what we've earned, saved, and our pension. Consequently, to cut down on property maintenance costs, it makes sense to buy more modest homes. A single-story house is easier to heat, easier to clean, and easier to maintain. And as we grow older, unfortunately, our physical strength decreases. In this house, you won't have to deal with running up and down stairs. So if you are a practical-minded person, I highly recommend turning your attention to this house. You won't regret it. And by the way, because everyone has been driven by a passion for gigantism in recent years, massive homes were built. Small, compact, single-story homes like this are practically non-existent on the market. If anyone writes to me right now saying, Marina, we absolutely love it, but we'd prefer it in a different spot on the coast, I doubt I'd be able to find you a second home of this quality on the entire Costa Brava, especially within walking distance to the sea. Another major advantage of this house is that it stands completely separate from the retaining wall. Some of you might be surprised and ask, why does that matter? Well, here is why. We have a lot of houses on the Costa Brava that were built directly against the rock face or a retaining wall. Remember when I told you the house is dry and has no dampness? It's precisely because it isn't built flush against the natural cliff. Naturally, water always seeps through there. It's natural stone after all, and there's always some moisture moving through it. Usually, those types of houses always get saturated with moisture simply because one of their walls shares a border with the cliff. This house stands completely detached. It doesn't touch the rock on any side. It has a solid foundation underneath, and as we can see, there is ventilation built into the facade all around. It's fully ventilated, meaning the house was built to a very high and intelligent standard. And still, I can't help but emphasize once more how flat and convenient everything is here. This is our summer pergola. Right now, it might look like, oh, it's in the shade, it's not that sunny. But in the summer, the sun sits much higher. At that time of year, this entire spot is bathed in sunlight. So this pergola isn't just here for show. You pull the awning out and you can comfortably spend your time here grilling, drinking wine, and enjoying wonderful Spanish cuisine. And the barbecue area is fully equipped, meaning water has been hooked up here. Over here, as I mentioned before, is the door leading out from the kitchen. You can hang your laundry here. There's a utility sink, yes, in case you need to wash something down. There's also a water supply to wash down this entire section of the terrace with a hose. Another crucial advantage is the privacy of the house. It's a very compact plot, just like all the plots in this neighborhood, but nobody can see us and we can't see anyone else, and that is a massive plus. The garden here is compact, as I've already mentioned, but it requires minimal care because all the plants growing here are native. Take this olive tree, for example. Whether it rains or it doesn't, it will survive. There is an automatic irrigation system installed everywhere. And if anyone wants to channel their inner gardener, there is still plenty of ground where you could plant some exotic varieties. Honestly, I think if someone wanted to set up a mini vegetable patch, they could easily find a spot for it. As a reminder, the house is located on the Costa Brava in the residential area of Cala Canyelles. Oh, and by the way, I didn't mention how much it costs. I'd love to hear your guesses on the price of this house in the comments, but as for the neighborhood itself, so to make sure you don't miss it, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. This was Marina from Damlex Realty. See you again soon.